Have you ever met someone who looked attractive at first, but the more you got to know them, the less beautiful they seemed? And have you ever met someone who didn't look perfect, but something about them, how they spoke, how they moved, how they treated people, made them glow? My friend, that's because true beauty is not about your face, your clothes, or your body. It's about your habits. Yes, your everyday habits can slowly make you ugly, even if you think you look fine in the mirror. In this lesson, we will explore 8 habits that secretly destroy your beauty. Not just physical beauty, but emotional and spiritual beauty too. These are the habits that make people lose respect for you, lose attraction to you, and lose connection with you, without you even realizing it. But don't worry. Once you understand these habits, you can change them. And when you do, your beauty, your real beauty, will begin to shine again. So listen carefully till the end, because what you are about to learn may completely change how people see you and how you see yourself. Habit 1. Complaining about everything. Nothing makes a person uglier inside and out than the habit of constant complaining. You might think complaining is harmless. You might believe it helps you release stress or share your struggles. But in reality, it slowly eats away at your peace, your confidence, and yes, even your beauty. When you complain all the time about your job, your friends, the weather, or your situation, you are training your mind to focus only on what's wrong. You are feeding the negative voice inside you. And that voice doesn't stay silent. It comes out through your face, your tone, and your energy. You may not notice it, but people around you do. They start to feel tired when you speak. They avoid long conversations with you. Not because they don't care, but because your words drain their spirit. Think about how you feel when you are around someone who always complains. Maybe they say things like, "I never get lucky," or "Life is so unfair," or "Nothing ever works for me." You listen politely, but inside, you feel your energy falling. Their words pull you down. You begin to feel heavier. Now imagine if you are that person without realizing it. Every time you complain about your problems, you are unknowingly sending negative energy into the world, and it comes back to you. Complaining doesn't solve problems. It only gives them more power. It makes your mind believe that you are helpless. The more you talk about what's wrong, the less energy you have to make it right. Complaining blocks gratitude, and gratitude is what gives your face that calm, confident glow. When you constantly see what's missing, your heart becomes closed. You stop seeing what's already good in your life. And that inner emptiness shows in your eyes, your posture, your voice, and your mood. People who complain a lot often don't realize that they are creating their own unhappiness. They think life is treating them badly, but in truth, they are treating life badly, with words of bitterness instead of appreciation. Complaining is like pouring dirty water on a flower and expecting it to bloom. It simply cannot. On the other hand, beautiful people, truly beautiful people, choose gratitude. They may not have everything, but they notice the little things that others ignore. They see the sunrise and say, "What a gift." They face a problem and say, "At least I'm learning." They understand that gratitude turns ordinary days into blessings and challenges into lessons. When you live with gratitude, your face softens, your smile becomes real, and your eyes shine with peace. Gratitude relaxes your body and brings calm to your soul. You walk differently, speak differently, and even think differently. People love being around you because your energy lifts them instead of draining them. So, from today, whenever you feel like complaining, pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what can I be thankful for right now? It could be something small. Your health, your family, your next meal, or even just the chance to start again. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring your problems. It means choosing to focus on what gives you strength to solve them. Because gratitude, my friend, is not just good manners. It's a kind of magic that makes you glow. It turns your energy from negative to positive, your heart from heavy to light, and your face from tired to radiant. The more thankful you become, the more beautiful you appear, without even trying. Habit 2. Gossiping about others. If complaining kills your energy, gossip kills your character. And when your character dies, your beauty dies with it. Gossip may seem small and harmless at first. It might even feel fun when you're part of a group whispering about someone else's life. But what you don't realize is that every time you gossip, you are lowering your own value. You may think gossip makes you look interesting, smart, or powerful, but it actually makes you look insecure, jealous, and weak. When you talk behind someone's back, you are sending a message to the world. I can't be trusted. Because people know that if you gossip about one person today, you could gossip about them tomorrow. And trust, my friend, is one of the most attractive qualities a person can ever have. Without trust, your beauty, your charm, even your intelligence lose their meaning. You see, gossip is not just about words, it's about energy. Every time you speak badly about someone, you create negative energy that surrounds you like a shadow. That energy makes you heavy, dark, and less beautiful. Your face may smile, but your heart carries bitterness. Your voice may sound confident, but deep down, your spirit becomes small. Let me tell you something powerful. Confident and intelligent people don't gossip. They simply don't have the time or interest for it. Their minds are focused on growth, on learning, on building something meaningful. They know that gossiping about others is a waste of time and energy that could be used for progress. Weak people talk about others. Average people talk about events. But strong people, strong and truly beautiful people, talk about ideas, goals, and dreams. The truth is, gossip comes from insecurity. When you feel unhappy with your own life, you start to focus on the lives of others. When you are jealous, gossip feels like a way to bring others down to your level. But that never works. Tearing others down never lifts you up. Gossip doesn't make you shine. It makes your soul darker. You can't look beautiful while carrying ugly thoughts about others. No amount of makeup, clothes, or charm can hide the energy of a bitter heart. Real beauty shines from purity, kindness, and honesty. When you speak good things about people, even when they're not around, you grow in grace and power. People begin to feel safe around you. They trust you. They respect you. That is real attractiveness. So, the next time someone tries to pull you into gossip, pause. You don't have to join the conversation just to fit in. You can smile and say calmly, "I'd rather talk about something useful." That one sentence, spoken with confidence, can make you stand out as someone with class, strength, and maturity. People will notice that you don't feed on gossip, you rise above it. And that's rare, which makes it powerful. Remember this: your words have power. They can either build your beauty or break it. Every time you speak about someone, ask yourself, am I adding light or spreading darkness? Am I lifting someone up or tearing them down? Because gossip might entertain you for a moment, but it damages you for a lifetime. And when you stop gossiping, something beautiful happens. You feel lighter, freer, and more at peace. That peace shows on your face. That calm becomes your glow. Because silence and self-control, my friend, will always be more beautiful than cruel words. Habit 3. Poor posture and low energy. Beauty is not only in your face, it's in your presence. You could have the most beautiful features, the most stylish clothes, or the best smile. But if your posture and energy are weak, people will feel it immediately. The way you carry yourself tells the world how you feel about yourself. When you walk with your head down, shoulders curved, and eyes fixed on the ground, you are sending a silent message. I don't value myself. I don't belong here. And trust me, people can feel that energy before you even open your mouth. You may not realize it, but your body language speaks louder than your words. You could say, I'm confident, but if your body says otherwise, people will believe what they see, not what they hear. The truth is, how you stand, how you walk, how you move. These things tell your story before your words do. If you look tired, lazy, or bored all the time, people will naturally see you as less attractive, even if you have a beautiful face. Because beauty is not just about appearance. It's about energy, movement, and the silent power you carry in your presence. Poor posture and low energy are like invisible masks that hide your real beauty. When your shoulders slump forward and your back curves, your body looks weaker and your confidence drops. But when you stand tall, lift your chin, and move with strength, everything about you changes. Your breathing becomes deeper, your voice sounds clearer, and your face looks more alive. Suddenly, people notice you, not because of your looks, but because of the calm strength you project. Think about the people you admire. They may not all be models or movie stars, but they have something magnetic about them. When they walk into a room, everyone turns to look. Not because of what they wear, but because of how they carry themselves. They walk like they belong, like they respect themselves. And that is one of the most beautiful things anyone can do. Low energy, on the other hand, makes even the most attractive person look dull. When you move slowly, speak without enthusiasm, or show no passion, you send a message that you have given up. You lose that spark that makes people want to be around you. Energy is contagious. If yours is low, you pull others down. But if yours is high, you lift everyone up. Your posture also affects how you feel. When you sit or stand tall, your brain receives signals of confidence and power. You begin to think more positively. But when you hunch or shrink your body, your mind becomes more negative and doubtful. It's all connected: the body, the mind, and the spirit. So, starting today, pay attention to how you move. When you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am strong. I am ready. I belong here. Then lift your shoulders, open your chest, and walk like someone who means it. You don't have to look perfect. You just have to carry yourself with self-respect. When you walk with purpose, you command respect without asking for it. When you sit up straight, you show discipline. When you smile and maintain eye contact, you radiate warmth. All these small physical signals tell people and yourself that you are confident and capable. Remember, confidence is not arrogance. Arrogance shouts, but confidence is silent power. It's the quiet strength that says, "I know who I am." And that kind of strength, that kind of energy, makes you beautiful in a way no makeup, no hairstyle, and no expensive clothes ever could. So lift your head, stand tall, move with intention, because every step you take with confidence makes your world and your beauty shine a little brighter. Habit 4. Being rude or impatient. Rudeness is ugliness in action. No matter how beautiful your face is, how stylish your clothes are, or how expensive your accessories might be, if you treat people with rudeness, your beauty disappears instantly. It doesn't matter if you smile for the camera or take perfect selfies. What truly matters is how you treat the people around you, how you behave when no one is watching, how you speak to strangers, waiters, colleagues, and even your family. That reveals the real state of your inner beauty. Rudeness is not just a habit. It is a reflection of weakness, impatience, and lack of emotional control. When you are rude, you are showing the world that you care more about yourself than anyone else. You prioritize your convenience over kindness, your ego over empathy, and your desires over respect. And the truth is, people notice this immediately. It doesn't matter how attractive you are physically, your actions overshadow your looks. The moment you speak harshly or act without consideration, your energy shifts. People begin to feel uncomfortable, distant, or even repelled. Inner beauty shines when it is coupled with respect, and rudeness extinguishes that shine. Impatience is another subtle but powerful destroyer of beauty. Losing your temper quickly, shouting at people, or showing frustration at minor inconveniences signals that you cannot control your emotions. Emotional instability makes others see you as volatile, unreliable, and, unfortunately, less attractive. Beauty is not just in appearance. It is also in calmness, composure, and the ability to handle life gracefully. When someone waits patiently in line, listens without interrupting, or responds kindly even when frustrated, they radiate confidence and inner strength. Conversely, impatience is a silent alarm that your emotional control is weak. True beauty is often quiet, calm, and controlled. Beautiful people, whether inside or outside, understand the importance of maintaining calm energy. They treat everyone with respect, even those who cannot offer them anything in return. They do not react impulsively, and they do not allow small annoyances to dictate their behavior. Manners and kindness are timeless. Saying please, thank you, holding the door open for someone, offering a smile or a helping hand. These small gestures create a ripple effect that makes people feel safe, valued, and connected. And when people feel good around you, your inner beauty grows and becomes more visible. Remember, true class is not measured by money, luxury items, or fashionable clothes. It is measured by kindness, patience, and respect. These are habits that never go out of style. No matter how old you are, how rich you are, or where you live, showing politeness and composure always adds to your beauty. When you are rude or impatient, you subtract from it. But when you are courteous and calm, you enhance it. So, next time you feel anger rising or frustration building, pause. Take a deep breath. Don't react immediately. Choose to respond thoughtfully instead. Ask yourself, will this action build my beauty or will it destroy it? Your reaction has the power to either protect or ruin your inner glow in a single moment. Being kind, calm, and patient is not a weakness. It is strength. It is a magnet that attracts respect, admiration, and connection. It is a silent way of saying, I am in control. I am confident. I am beautiful from within. So train yourself to respond with calmness, act with grace, and show patience even when it is difficult. Because in the world of true beauty, character always outweighs looks. And your composure, your manners, and your kindness are the most powerful tools you have to protect your beauty and shine effortlessly every day. Habit 5. Neglecting self-care. Some people believe that self-care is selfish. They think taking time for themselves is indulgent or unnecessary. But that is a dangerous misconception. Self-care is not selfish. It is essential. Ignoring your health, your hygiene, or your need for rest does not make you stronger. It slowly makes you weaker and, in a deeper sense, uglier. You may have the most attractive face, the sharpest clothes, or the best social skills. But if you are exhausted, stressed, and unhealthy, all of that fades. True beauty comes from vitality, energy, and balance, and none of these can survive without self-care. You cannot pour from an empty cup. When you neglect yourself, your body, mind, and spirit show it. You wake up tired, your skin looks dull, your energy is low, and your mood becomes irritable. Dark circles under your eyes, slouched posture, fatigue, and a short temper. These are all visible signs of neglect. People notice them, whether you think they do or not. Your self-respect is reflected in how you maintain your body and mind, and when you ignore it, your beauty quietly diminishes. Self-care is not just about surface-level routines like skincare, baths, or exercise. It is about discipline and respect for your own life. It is the way you treat your body, mind, and environment with attention and care. Eating nutritious food, sleeping well, keeping your living space clean, reading inspiring material, and taking time to meditate or reflect. All of these actions are forms of self-care. They build not only physical wellness but also mental clarity and emotional balance. Each time you practice self-care, you send a powerful message to yourself and to the world. I respect myself. I deserve peace. I value my time and energy. And that message is magnetic. It radiates beauty that goes beyond appearances. Neglecting self-care also affects your mental state. When you are tired, stressed, and overwhelmed, your thoughts become negative, your focus diminishes, and your patience shortens. This state of mind changes how you interact with others, how you make decisions, and how you present yourself. A person who takes care of themselves is not only physically radiant but emotionally resilient. They handle challenges with calm, think clearly, and carry themselves with confidence. Beauty, in this sense, is a combination of health, energy, and presence, and all of it begins with self-care. Many people feel guilty for prioritizing themselves. They feel bad for taking a nap, saying no to a request, or spending time alone. But protecting your boundaries is not selfish. It is necessary. Rest, reflection, and care allow you to recharge so that you can be fully present in every part of your life. When you are healthy, rested, and disciplined, everything you do becomes more effective. Your relationships improve, and your energy uplifts those around you. So never underestimate the power of self-care. The best version of yourself, The most beautiful, most confident, most alive version is the version that respects their body, mind, and spirit. Prioritize your health, eat well, sleep enough, exercise, clean your space, and feed your mind with positivity. These are not luxuries. They are necessities for anyone who wants to shine. Because when you care for yourself, you are telling the world that you are worthy, capable, and radiant. And that kind of beauty lasts far longer than any makeup or fashion ever could. Habit 6. Always playing the victim. Nothing destroys your beauty faster than always seeing yourself as a victim. When you constantly tell yourself that life is unfair, that people are against you, or that bad things always happen to you, you create a mindset that slowly eats away at your inner strength and charm. At first, people may feel sympathy for you. They may offer advice, help, or comfort. But over time, even the most patient people begin to grow tired. Sympathy fades, respect diminishes, and your energy starts to feel heavy and draining. Victimhood may attract attention, but it repels admiration, trust, and true beauty. Victim mentality is often disguised as honesty. You might say things like, "It's not my fault," "No one understands me," or "Everything bad happens to me." On the surface, these statements might feel like a way to express your pain, but in reality, they show that you are avoiding responsibility. When you focus only on what has been done to you, instead of what you can do, you give your power away. And power, real power, is an essential part of inner beauty. Without it, even the most attractive features lose their shine. Life is hard for everyone. No one escapes struggle, loss, or failure. The difference between victims and victors is mindset. Victims look for excuses. They blame circumstances, other people, or luck for their struggles. They wait for life to change on its own, hoping that someone else will solve their problems. Victors, on the other hand, look for solutions. They acknowledge pain, accept responsibility, and focus on what they can control. They understand that setbacks are temporary, lessons are everywhere, and growth comes from action, not complaint. When you constantly complain about how unfair your life is, you stop people from respecting you. People want to be inspired by strength, courage, and resilience, not weighed down by constant negativity. But when you rise above your pain, when you say, "Yes, it hurt, but I am learning," you begin to grow in ways that no physical beauty can match. Your confidence increases, your energy changes, your presence becomes magnetic. Strength is beautiful, courage is beautiful, responsibility is beautiful. These qualities shine far brighter than any smile or appearance ever could. Playing the victim may seem easier in the moment. It allows you to avoid tough decisions, uncomfortable conversations, and personal accountability. But in the long run, it steals your dignity, your self-respect, and your allure. When you fight to take control of your life, even in small ways, you reclaim your beauty from the inside out. People are naturally drawn to those who face challenges head-on, who transform obstacles into opportunities, and who maintain hope and determination in the face of difficulty. So stop asking, "Why me?" and start saying, "Try me." Stop seeking pity and start seeking solutions. Stop pointing fingers and start taking responsibility. When you embrace this mindset, you send a powerful message to the world. I am in control of my life. I will not be broken. I am strong, capable, and unstoppable. The world respects people who fight back, who rise after every fall, and who face life with courage and purpose. And that kind of inner beauty, strength, resilience, and determination is permanent. Remember, your circumstances do not define your beauty. Your mindset does. Your willingness to rise, to learn, to take responsibility, and to move forward with courage. This is what makes you truly radiant. The person who refuses to play the victim is the person who shines brightest in the room, no matter the challenges they face. Habit 7. Being negative or jealous. Jealousy and negativity are invisible poisons. They are quiet, silent habits that eat you from the inside, slowly destroying your peace, your confidence, and your beauty. You may not see it at first, and others may not point it out, but the energy of jealousy and negativity radiates from you like a dark cloud. It affects the way you think, the way you speak, and the way people feel when they are around you. You may think your jealousy is harmless or that your complaints are normal, but in truth, these habits slowly chip away at your inner glow and make your presence heavy and unpleasant. When you cannot celebrate someone else's success, it does not harm them. It harms you. Your energy turns dark, your words become bitter, and your smile becomes forced or fake. You may find yourself comparing your life constantly to others, thinking, "Why them and not me?" Or, "I should have what they have." Comparison is one of the most destructive habits a person can have. It steals your peace and blinds you to your own blessings. You begin to forget what you already have because you are too busy wishing for what someone else has. And while you are busy envying, life passes by and your own potential remains untapped. My friend, remember this important truth. Someone else's success is not your failure. The fact that they achieve something does not mean you cannot. If they can do it, it means it is possible. You have the same ability to create, grow, and succeed. Use their success as inspiration, not irritation. Let their achievements motivate you rather than make you bitter. When you start celebrating other people's victories, something magical happens. You feel lighter, more confident, and your energy becomes magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who are supportive, positive, and uplifting. That is the essence of real beauty. Negativity is just as destructive. Complaining constantly, expecting the worst, and criticizing everything around you makes you look and feel older. It is exhausting for the people around you, and eventually, they may start avoiding your company. Negative energy is heavy. It drags you down and drags others down with you. Life is challenging enough. You do not need to add your own bitterness to it. By choosing optimism, by speaking life rather than death, and by looking for solutions instead of problems, you begin to lighten your energy and attract better experiences into your life. A positive mind transforms your face, your heart, and your interactions. When your thoughts are bright and hopeful, your face becomes more radiant, your eyes sparkle with energy, and your smile is genuine. Your presence feels light, peaceful, and inviting. People want to be around positivity, just as they are drawn to sunlight in a dark room. And remember, a positive soul is far more beautiful than a perfect body. Someone may have the most attractive physical features, but if their energy is toxic, if they are jealous, negative, and bitter, no one will truly want to be near them. So, today, make a conscious decision to release jealousy and negativity. Celebrate the achievements of others. Focus on your own growth and look for the good in every situation. Speak words that uplift, think thoughts that inspire, and radiate an energy that is light and positive. Because your inner energy is what truly defines your beauty, and a bright, kind, and positive soul will always shine brighter than the most flawless appearance in the world. Habit 8. Lying to yourself and others. The final habit that quietly but powerfully makes you ugly is lying, especially lying to yourself. Lying is not just about telling others false things. It's about denying the truth within your own heart. When you lie, even about small matters, you begin to erode your integrity. You start living a life that is not real, a life built on masks and pretenses. On the outside, you may smile, laugh, and appear confident, but inside, there is a growing emptiness, a quiet tension that never leaves you. And here's the thing: people can feel it. Authenticity is something that radiates naturally. When you are not authentic, others sense the disconnect, even if they cannot explain it. Lying creates stress. Every lie, even the small ones, requires energy to maintain. You have to remember what you said, act consistently with the false story, and keep up appearances. Over time, this drains your mental and emotional energy, leaving you tired, anxious, and less vibrant. No makeup, outfit, or charming smile can hide this kind of depletion. Conversely, honesty brings a profound sense of peace. When you tell the truth to yourself and others, there is no tension, no hiding, no pretending. Your energy feels lighter, your posture and expressions become relaxed, and people are naturally drawn to your authenticity. Many people lie to themselves without realizing it. They pretend they are okay when they are not. They act as if they have everything figured out when, in reality, they are struggling. They hide their fears, ignore their mistakes, and avoid facing uncomfortable truths. But denying reality does not make life easier. It only makes it heavier. Facing the truth, no matter how difficult, is what builds strength, wisdom, and inner beauty. When you are honest about your struggles, you open the door to growth and real connection. Lying to others has a similar effect. When you try to impress people with a life that isn't yours, or when you manipulate situations to appear better than you are, it creates distance. People instinctively sense when someone is not genuine. Trust begins to erode, and your relationships lose depth and meaning. The beauty of human connection is honesty. Truthful words, real emotions, and the courage to be seen as you truly are. When you practice honesty, people feel safe around you. They trust you, value your presence, and respect your integrity. That trust and respect are far more attractive than any superficial charm. Being real requires courage. It means admitting mistakes instead of blaming others. It means asking for help when you need it. It means showing your vulnerabilities without fear. Authenticity is magnetic because it demonstrates strength and self-awareness. People are drawn to those who do not hide behind masks, who accept themselves fully, and who communicate honestly. In a world full of filters, pretenses, and social media illusions, being real is a rare and powerful form of beauty. So, stop pretending. Stop lying about your feelings, your successes, or your failures. Stop living a life to meet others' expectations. Embrace honesty, with yourself first and with others second. When you speak the truth, act with integrity, and live authentically, something incredible happens. Your inner energy becomes radiant, your confidence grows, and your presence becomes magnetic. In the end, authenticity is more beautiful than perfection, more compelling than wealth, and more powerful than any superficial charm. Real beauty comes from being unapologetically you, honest in every thought, word, and action. And that is the beauty that lasts. Final words. True beauty comes from character. My friend, now you know the 8 habits that slowly make you ugly without you even realizing it. Complaining about everything drains your energy and clouds your presence. Gossiping about others destroys trust and diminishes your character. Poor posture and low energy silently communicate that you do not value yourself. Being rude or impatient repels respect and confidence. Neglecting self-care shows a lack of discipline and weakens your body, mind, and spirit. Always playing the victim steals your power and prevents you from growing. Being negative or jealous poisons your thoughts and dims your energy. And finally, lying to yourself and others erodes integrity and leaves emptiness in its place. Each of these habits chips away at your inner and outer beauty, one small action at a time. But here's the good news. Beauty can be rebuilt. It is never too late to change your habits, to shift your mindset, and to allow your true self to shine. Every day offers an opportunity to choose better actions. You can replace complaining with gratitude, noticing what you have instead of what you lack. You can replace gossip with kindness, speaking life instead of negativity. Rudeness can be replaced with patience and respect, and neglect can be replaced with discipline and self-care. Victimhood can be replaced with responsibility, power, and courage. Negativity and jealousy can be replaced with optimism, hope, and inspiration. And lies can be replaced with truth, honesty, and authenticity. When you make these choices consistently, something incredible happens. Your face begins to glow, not because of makeup, filters, or appearances, but because your energy radiates peace, purpose, and confidence. People will notice your calm, your presence, and your strength. They will trust you, admire you, and feel drawn to your energy. This is the kind of beauty that lasts, the kind that does not fade with age, trends, or circumstances. It is built from habits, character, and the way you show up in the world every single day. So, from today, focus more on your habits than your looks. Work on your mindset more than your image. Beauty is not something that the mirror can give you. It comes from within, from the choices you make, the thoughts you think, and the energy you radiate. When you cultivate positive habits, you cultivate true beauty. This is English Achieve, reminding you that learning English is not just about words, grammar, or fluency. It is also about personal growth. Every new word you learn, every positive habit you develop, brings you closer to your best self. Speak with intention, think with clarity, and live with purpose. Because your habits shape not just your life, but also your beauty, your energy, and your impact on the world. True beauty starts from within, and it begins with the person you choose to become today.